So this is my office right now. Legit, where I am working. Junior is still sleeping upstairs. We're good to go. So there's no planning or structure or anything to this week's video. I realized that I missed last week's video, but I finally feel like I'm kind of hitting my stride here. So no promises or pressure being put on myself to put out weekly videos, but I think for today, I just kind of wanted to normalize the chaos and encourage other new moms out there to just embrace the chaos. I have been watching like a lot of other moms who have multiple kids. Some have 3, some have 4, and they're just crushing it. I have legit no reason to be overwhelmed whatsoever after watching how well they are doing with things. And obviously it's social media, it is a highlight reel, and the majority of people only share things when things are going well, right? And it can be difficult at times for people to actually share the chaos, and some individuals are, and they're still rocking it. So it's actually very refreshing, even for myself, when I feel like it's just such a tough balancing act right now. And the reason is because I'm still working right now, and I'm very blessed to continue to be working. I'm also very blessed that my husband, he does work from home like 90% of the time. He is in and out of the house here and there, but I do have a lot of help at home, which is why I am able to still work from home, and I am still able to coach and do what I do. But I think that was the biggest thing that I just wanted to quickly touch on today, is to encourage other new moms out there to embrace the chaos. So right now we're just getting some work done. Every couple of weeks I do a lecture session. You guys can't even see me. A lecture session for my clients. This is something that I'm very passionate about, and it's where I just take the time to go over very important subjects and important topics that people typically struggle with, and we talk about it from an evidence-based standpoint, talk about it collectively, and sometimes come up with strategies to help combat any of the issues, or just go over things, or even just kind of clear up the confusing information that people often see on social media. Like my last lecture, we talked about the difference between a fitness coach and a fitness influencer. Those are two very different things, and how to determine the difference between them online so you can make sure that you're not getting trapped into buying things unnecessarily, and making sure that you follow people who are there to help you from an evidence-based standpoint. So my clients really enjoyed that lecture, and I'm preparing my next one for next week, and we're talking about mindless snacking and how it is the silent killer for progress. So I'm old school. I do pen to paper. I write all my notes out here, and I have some handouts for my clients. So just going over untracked snacks, how it adds up during the week, and how you can break that habit with the habit loop, and how you can restructure things there. I know that I'm really giving you guys just and how you can just break those habits. So I think this will be a really good one, because I do have a lot of people who still struggle with mindless snacking quite a bit. It's a very common struggle for a lot of people, so I do think that it will be a good lecture, but hopefully I can get this all mapped out before Junior wakes up. Don't ask me how I got that lesson all structured out before little man has woken up. So we have a little bit of a window here before he hopefully doesn't wake up yet. I'm gonna do my deep core exercises, and I'll overlay and share them with you all as well. But before I do that, just thought I would share with you what has seemed to be working for me. And now that like we're getting into a routine a little bit, and I kind of know his schedule because he's the boss, not me, but basically he's napping like maybe 3-4 times a day right now, right? So I'm getting a better idea of how long his naps are. So I kind of structure things out of what I want to accomplish that day. So that means I have like maybe 3 or 4 things that I'm able to get done while he's napping. So typically I'll undershoot it and aim for 3 things. It's like, okay, these are my 3 main things that I want to get done during the day. And it allows me to just stay focused and not get discouraged, because I'm the type of person who tries to jam pack in like 20 things in a day. And I think that's been the biggest transition for me, is having to scale back how much I am doing in a day. And when I don't do the things that I originally set out for myself, like, so if I make a list of 20 things that I'm supposed to do that day and I only get done 3 of them, I feel like a POS by the end of the day. I just feel so unproductive and that I haven't accomplished anything. So by scaling that list back and saying to myself that, hey, you know what? These are the 3 main things that you're going to get done today, and I actually get those things done, I can put my head on the pillow, sleep well at night, and feel like I still had a productive day. So restructuring things and just even that mind frame has made a huge difference. So before he wakes up, we're going to do our deep core exercises right now. So I'm recording this voiceover later in the day because little man woke up probably 10 minutes into this routine, and I'm recording this voiceover while I'm putting him back for his last nap for the day. So for my deep core workout, I am first starting off with supine 90-90 breathing. I really like the Pilates ball in between my legs because it just forces me to activate my pelvic floor a little bit better when I am breathing out. So I do this to really warm up in the beginning, just my core. After I'm done with that, I do progress this movement by taking one leg off at a time, doing about 3 to 5 breaths on each side. Once I'm done with that, since I'm already on my back, I do move into dead bugs. Now, as you can see here, my legs aren't fully extending outwards. This is actually the second or third day now where I am utilizing movement for both of my legs and my arms. So it isn't a full range of motion yet, but this is progress. So obviously the next progression would be a full range of motion where my legs are fully extending out. But overall, dead bugs are starting to feel better. In the beginning, they felt horrible, very disconnected from this movement pattern, but I am slowly starting to see progress with it, which is obviously really motivating. Moving on to some glute bridges. Again, I'll have the Pilates ball in between my legs just to further activate things. I find that that is really, really beneficial. After I've done a few reps here, typically like 5 to 10 reps, I'd move on to glute marches. So again, this is really starting to feel much more comfortable. Only like maybe a week ago, I could actually start doing this, and keep in mind I am 2 months postpartum now. So it's really exciting to actually just see some progress with such a simple yet very effective movement pattern. After that, we are moving on to some side plank hip abductions. Again, just really starting to see progress with this. Things are starting to feel much more comfortable, much more automated, I should say. So now that I am doing a good amount of reps, can probably do maybe about 10 reps for this exercise. In the beginning, like I can only do like a couple of reps. The next progression is going to be adding a mini band around my knees. So I'll probably start doing that tomorrow. And now we are going to be doing just some crunches, some crunch related variations. So I just have a band hooked up behind the doorknob here, and I'm hi. Okay. Hi, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I know. You want to tell the people what we're doing, hey? He's very fussy this afternoon. But anyways, so we are using the band for support, and I'm going back as far as I comfortably can. And obviously the band is helping me come back up to the starting position. After that, I'll lie on my back, and when I'm lying on my back, my physiotherapist told me to like just slowly start to get comfortable with lying on my back, normally like crunching in and out, because I'm not doming or anything like that. I do have the core strength to be able to do so, but I've like really trained my body, obviously during pregnancy, when I'm getting up from my back or going onto my back, going down onto your side and then rolling over onto your back. So nobody actually warns you how difficult it would be to break that habit. I thought getting up and down would feel much more natural, but it's very, very much a challenge. Okay, so now that I'm on my back, I am going to be doing some lat pullovers with the band. So I start off with that. This is just really effective for opening up the lats, just kind of releasing some of that tension, so that way we can really make sure that we are activating things in the TVA, the transverse abdominis, as effectively as possible. So after a couple of reps here, I am moving on to curl ups. So doing it weighted, where I have the band, and it doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot, but it's actually pretty effective. So prior to this, I was just doing regular curl ups without holding the band. But as I curl up, obviously there is more tension being created on the band. So that's just loading my TVA much more effectively, which is obviously what we are wanting. You know, the biggest thing with our deep core movements postpartum here is to still focus on progressive overload. Obviously, that's a very important training principle that we all apply, or should be applying anyways, when we are lifting weights, trying to build muscle, trying to build strength. It's the exact same thing here when we are prioritizing repairing, when we are prioritizing our postpartum recovery. Still trying to achieve progressive overload is really, really important. So that's why I'm using the band and loading my curl ups now. And what's really amazing is that since my last visit to my physiotherapist, which was a month-ish ago, maybe 5-ish weeks ago, I actually had a three-finger measurement for diastasis recti. And I remember hearing that and I just felt like my world was completely broken. But, you know, my physiotherapist did reassure me, like, it's okay, like, you know, that obviously can be repaired. And the biggest thing is to make sure that we are creating tension again. So I did have a follow-up appointment with her earlier this week, and what's really exciting is we already have closed that gap by 1 finger. So currently at 8.5 weeks postpartum, dealing with a 2-finger gap right now. So obviously we still want and have some work to do. I still want to see some progress, but at least we are actually seeing that progress. So we're going to keep doing what we are doing here with these basic movement patterns, while of course still making sure that we are loading things and again achieving progressive overload. All right, little one is asleep as I finish up this audio clip. That's going to end today's video. I'm going to carry on with my evening. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.